At a museum. It's now a museum.
This is really cool. This is industrial and enormous, tortilla man. You are the franchise around here. The F-150 is their flagship product. They'll build up. They're using the
Aluminum truck.
Cargo area and everything. So you're a Ford man through and through, and I have a separate video about this cool Class C RV. Sportscraft 81. You guys can look forward to that in our meetup. So, man, this is quite a place here. And there's said over here is a statue of Henry Ford. He has his friend Chuck here today. I'm not going to put Chuck on camera live, like privacy. But at one time, this was the biggest industrial complex in the world by far.
$5 a day.
Yeah, the that's what I told him. He scored at $5 a day, and then they got the trouble with speeding up the line, and the union, Ford hated unions and things, and they had the Pinkertons and all that stuff. Bust the plant. So this is all Ford country. How big does this complex stretch over here? Yeah,
It's hard to say. It's gotten smaller throughout the years. The Russians have bought out steel just over 10, 12 years ago, the division, and you go down so far, and actually what you see down a little further is steel. So the property used to go all the way to Dick's, which is like, it's probably almost a 3-mile stretch down, over a mile wide maybe. It's a big area.
Now this was not Ford's original, but this was, once he became really a household name, then he decided to build this, and this was really the heart of Dearborn's, the heart of Ford. Sterling's Heights is the heart of Heightsburg. Up there, would you say that?
Yes.
I'm not sure where General Motors is, or which area
Detroit.
Detroit, right in there. But this is pretty darn cool. Now, we're not able to go in the plant. I'm not a Ford employee. You can't take guests in and just wander around because of the dangers of being in that. But this is the statue of Henry Ford over here. And Henry Ford was a controversial guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was German.
Yeah, he was German, and he had specific ideas about working hard, and he deplored laziness, and just an incredible guy. He did get in trouble before World War II with the known for a little bit of anti-Semitism. He had a whole series of articles that he posted, and it kind of cast a bad light on him, but they were able to recover from that, and he made his apologies on that. Glad to see you. Welcome to the famous Reaper Man in the chat. I got Reaper Man.
All right, what's up, Reaper Man? Woo! Yeah, man. See who I got here? Reaper Man's recovering. Reaper Man's recovering.
We had a
woo! What's up, Art?
So happy to finally meet him here and be in such.
That's right. We're here.
Being such a mecca of industry here in America. Now, you were talking about the Russians. Do they supply steel to the plant? Now they own it?
No, I'm not. Our steel, I'm not 100% because we're buying aluminum now.
Oh, yeah, you're doing the aluminum bond?
Yeah, so we may buy steel for them for cars that are still steel, and whatever we build that's steel, or buy things that we need. But it was just, Ford was done with owning the division of making steel.
That's cool, because I was telling people one time this was the largest industrial complex in the world here. You said it shrank a little bit as they've sold off parts of to other companies.
Steel.
But it's all about, Dearborn's all about Ford.
Oh,
right?
yeah. This is Ford is Dearborn.
Ford is Dearborn.
Headquarters is right down Michigan Ave. It's called the Glass House.
The Glass House.
Yep.
And I'm not sure who was running Clayton Ford. I'm not sure who the chairman was. I don't know. One of the Fords is still in control of. It's still family. Family still has the majority of the stock.
Yes.
Ford. I think they only went public in 1957.
Yep.
So we got a plan today. We're going to see a tour around here. It may not be to everybody's thing, but to me, this is the ultimate and cool in America industry. I'll swing this around, and you can look through there. You can see the huge. What would this be that we're looking at over here? This huge.
That's basically when you.
Or,
yeah, that's steel. When you go in here, everything is straight back to the right. Is Ford.
Okay.
But once you're in there, it's a different. You go different directions. But we'll actually drive around the whole perimeter, all the way to the other side.
A big drive.
Yeah. We'll come around. I'll show you where an engine plant is, just from the parking lots.
Yeah, Reaper Man said you all are awesome. You're pretty awesome yourself, Reaper Man. So
Yep.
This is where you go in if you're an employee, if you're a visitor, you have other business. I guess you
Yep.
go in the visitor gate back down here.
Yep.
I got some plaques over here. We'll take a look at that. There's Henry Ford, the statue of him, and he was a no-nonsense guy.
Oh, he didn't play around.
He did not play
A great inventor.
great inventor. Yeah, he started small and built his own internal combustion engine and all that. I think I'll walk up the steps here and take a little look off the
Well,
bridge.
that's-
You might be able to get a bigger view.
Oh yeah.
What a safety hazard. Holy shit. I mean, are you serious?
All right. That's Chuck. Chuck has a blunt. He has a blunt sense of humor.
Yeah, he's like, are you crazy?
Yep.
A multi-million-dollar
It's the first time I've ever been up here, Rosie.
Yeah, this is just getting the view up here.
Yeah.
Good morning, Kim. Welcome to
This is the bridge.
This is the bridge where the
Yeah.
confrontation
Yeah.
was in the 1930s. Ford hired Pinkerton agents to confront, like,
Yep.
what he called rabble-rousers, communists, Walter Luther, and all the guys.
Henry Ford had his own tough guys.
And some of the tough guys, and he didn't mess around. He didn't mind cracking some skulls. And this is the infamous bridge where, I guess the Pinkertons came out
Yep.
to the plant here and met the people on this bridge.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, you'll get a nice view up here.
Get a heck of a view of the complex over here.
That's steel, but that's cool. That's paint. And then it just goes down the road, you know. Body shop setback. We'll go back when we come around real quick.
I guess DuPont maybe supplies a lot of the paint and stuff that they manufacture.
They used to. I don't know who's doing it right now. They used to. Big time. Big time.
This is steel over here.
Yep.
Would the stamping mills be in here for the?
The stamping is on the other side of the body shop. And we got to drive around the other side of the complex.
This is raw steel fabrication.
Yeah, raw steel
They
fabrication.
don't do aluminum fabrication.
No.
They bring that in.
They bring that in and they stamp it in our stamping plant, which is like right next to where I'm at.
This thing, they said it used to go 4 miles. This plant was 4 miles.
Whatever it is from the end of this to the end here, and then it's by square, you know, because it goes that way, you know.
Over here, I guess you have the,
Yeah, this is all.
The ships come up the Rouge to deliver.
Yep. Yep.
ore,
Yes. Yes.
coal,
Yes. And that's all down right at the end there. There's the Rouge River actually comes in so far into the Rouge complex, and that's where they would come in. And there's a possibility when we.
actually see it. You can see the furnace is going over here right now.
Oh yeah, they're working. They're working.
Firing, they're working
Yep.
with production here. I can see
Now,
the
Rosie.
flame out. You can see the flame out over here,
Yep.
right here, right there. Pretty cool.
That's the building that exploded in the 90s, I think it
This
was.
one behind
Yes.
this tower.
Yeah,
What
that's
happened?
Powerhouse.
What was that? The powerhouse blew up over there.
Blew up and a couple employees died. And many people were burned. I'm not 100% sure, but it's on Wikipedia and there's a lot of information about it. They do know what happened. But yeah, a couple people died and some severe people were burned, burned severely. But yeah, that's why that building looks like that.
That's unbelievable. Over here, this is
Parking. Finished trucks ready to be shipped.
They'll load them up. They put them onto the
Yep.
trains.
The ones that you see back behind the tanker trains.
This is unbelievable.
Do they load those trucks on the trains?
Yes, they drive them right in.
Right in?
Marshall, they drive from one end through the whole thing. Like 35 miles an hour. Like that. You just see them going through. From train to train to train to train.
Like 2 of them to fit in each train?
Top and bottom. What happens is they lay it out once the train stops, where every single car has a thing, but it's only so wide, like you're driving on a truck. And these guys from one end of the train just start driving them in, zoom, zoom, zoom. And when you see it happen, it's amazing because they're not driving slow. They're driving them on. They're getting their job done. Yeah. So they're like,
Do they lock them in?
yeah. They all get strapped around the tires now.
Oh.
Yep.
And it's 2 levels.
2 levels. Yep.
We're looking over here is steel, basically the production of steel. Here.
Where it used to be owned by Ford.
Now, where's the Rouge River come into this?
It's back behind it.
Okay.
and we're going to go down over the. We'll actually go down and walk on the Rouge Bridge. Okay, because we can park down there. So we'll go down to the Rouge Bridge.
Bridge from the 1930s and the confrontation.
I believe so.
Pinkerton agents came out from the plant. Ford brothers had enough to talk. These guys are up.
That's it. This was that's. You see those historic pictures of this place. That's the entrance. So yeah.
I just think this is probably, he probably said, time to clear my lots out there, get these people off.
Yeah, pretty much.
And there were shootings and everything else. All of
The
it.
same security you guys saw when you were at the train station, because that's owned by Ford now. Yep.
Is that a security guard down there?
Yep. That red truck.
I'm not sure notifications, it's up to YouTube. Subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. You
Yep.
that's the power plant.
Yep. Now that building right there with the orange and all the windows, that's the old Mustang offices. Now, the one straight ahead, it says Ford. Yep, with the red. Yeah. That's the old Mustang building. And the Mustang building was actually torn down back in 08 or 09. And they made a parking lot to park F-150s.
Ford, the Mustang assembled in a different location.
Flat Rock.
Yeah, that's where he worked.
Yep. They moved the production.
That must have killed production in that plant, when that power plant exploded over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it must have really put a crimp in the production.
Well, till they got it right back up. I mean,
I got a question. What vehicles are produced here?
F-150s.
Just F-150?
Just F-150s.
Where are the 250s and 350s produced?
Kentucky truck.
Where's that at?
Kentucky, and it's right around Louisville.
So the crew cab, extended cab, every time the F-150 is produced here, every kind of, not just the.
We build a truck marshal every 42 seconds when that assembly line's running.
So like every kind, like the crew cab. No.
In this plant, Chuck understands. I catch what you're saying. Okay, in my plant here,
Yeah.
we build all 4-door F-150s, a limited number of super cabs and a limited number of regular cabs. My plant builds the high-end trucks. Like you said, the Raptor, we build the King Ranch, and everything that's high-end upholstery, this, that, and the other thing. What the joke is in the industry is Kansas City Assembly Plant that also builds F-150s. They build what's called the plumber truck, the fleet truck, 8-foot bed, regular cab, super cab. They have no tooling to build a 4-door pickup truck. We have it. That's what it's all about. So that's what we do here. We build the high-end stuff.
Okay, I never had a King Ranch. I thought it was the 250s.
Nope. All three levels have it.
Okay.
Kansas City used to have that deal. There's certain handshake behind the back stuff with building vehicles.
And Kentucky builds diesels to F-250s?
Yes.
The bigger ones.
Yep. And down there in Kentucky at the Louisville plant, which is another assembly plant that's actually in Louisville, right by the airport, in the same complex of the airport, they build, I think they build escapes.
Oh, okay. Where are they building the van chassis for the motorhomes? The F-450s, they're still building those 350s?
That's built in Ohio, I think now. In Ohio. The van chassis are done in Ohio now.
They're still making them.
Yep. But the Transit Connect, the small one, is built in Kansas City. In an assembly plant, which is right next to the assembly plant that builds the F-150s.
What about the big transits? Where the Ohio probably?
Ohio. I believe it's Ohio.
I think Lorraine, Ohio.
Yes, Lorraine. Yes, I think you're right. Could be wrong. I could be wrong.
So
But yes.
interesting. That's why Airstream used the D190, because they were using the Ford chassis. Ford was out in Ohio. Maybe that's why they.
It all works. Yeah, it works out great. Yeah. So. That's down the street, and if you want to go see that, I can show it to you where we can be in the front of it. It's just a glass building with offices inside. Yep. Yep.
This is really cool. Well, I told them a little bit of history of the bridge here.
Cool.
This bridge.
It's been restored, obviously.
It's
You
restored,
know.
but it is upgraded.
Yep.
Like I say, the people all the organizers were over here, and Henry Ford just finally had enough and wanted to clear them off and everything. So, like I said, Henry Ford was a tough guy, no nonsense, very opinionated guy.
Hey, Rosie, there's an interesting fact. The Airstream B190 was just built on the Ford chassis. Airstream was in Ohio, and I think that's probably why they used, because it was easy to get the Fords, and that's why they built all the Fords on it.
Massive contract.
Yeah.
You're not even scratching the surface over there. You can see the skyline of Detroit proper downtown.
Yeah.
Over there, so there you go.
How many people work here total?
It's peak of 2,000.
There's got to be 3,500 or more. Anywhere between that and 5,000. I mean,
And as you said, this is the franchise.
yeah, this is the F-150 is the franchise. Yeah. Yep.
This helps support all the other operations.
Yep.
They're discontinuing a couple of their
Cars. Getting rid of cars.
what was it, Focus? Because I grew up, when I was young in the 80s, they were the Taurus was
Yeah.
a big thing. And I don't know what the Mercury, I don't know what the Mercury anymore.
Chuck even tells me that the Mustang's being set up to be all-wheel drive. The chassis already set up for it.
Well,
And that they're going to be possibly in the next couple of years bringing out a sport utility style Mustang that'll just tear up Corvettes.
that's cool.
Yeah.
How long you go Ford?
25 years plus.
You're Union, right?
Union, brother, all the way.
Does he look like,
They get big money out of me every month, Marshall. It ain't the funnest thing.
but, they stand up for you and do your negotiating. They usually have the uniform contract.
It's funny you say that, Rosie. I will make a statement. I've been in this plant since 07. We've been working without a local agreement for a really long time.
They used to have the pattern agreement. They would pick one car company, strike that.
That's the international agreement. I'm talking local. It's wild here what goes on.
Wow.
There's corruption, and I'll say it.
All right. Well, I don't want you to say too much.
Oh, I can say a lot.
Yeah, man. I gotta ask you this question because I'm into sci-fi and stuff.
Okay.
Do you believe that Ford ever acquired technologies from extraterrestrials?
Now, Marshall, I could probably do a hangout with you where we talk a lot about the Freemasons
Right.
and a lot about extraterrestrials because I do have an opinion on that.
Okay.
I won't say I necessarily believe in extraterrestrials. I find Bigfoot people fascinating, but I won't say I necessarily believe in Bigfoot, but I find it fascinating. And just that kind of a thing,
Yeah.
okay? Someone had to teach somebody how to do something.
Right.
And then you also have, let's say, the common man or your simpleton, or that guy that's just not that bright,
Right.
that can't really understand how to count and things like that.
Who's the brains behind the operation of Ford? Like that really made Ford?
Really made Ford?
Like the brains.
Henry Ford.
But the engineering aspect of the vehicle.
Well, it would be.
Henry Ford was a
Well, we all know Henry Ford didn't invent the car
internal combustion.
or the internal combustion engine. He created the assembly line to mass produce cars. Yeah, and he ran with it.
Which was modeled after a military creating stuff for the military.
Along with that, and that came later, I would really think. He modeled that off. They modeled it off of horse chariot.
Because they had built cars,
Yeah.
French built the Duryea.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Ford had an idea to lower the cost because it was a
Yes,
combustion
by
engine.
inventing the assembly line.
Yeah, and you get the goals so that the guy that worked on the assembly line could afford to buy the car as opposed to being luxury. Well, he made something like 2 million Model 2s or something like that before they got over to the Model A.
Right.
What does Ford make for the military?
They
think-
made tanks for the military.
Tanks, yeah.